they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome, everyone, to Memorial Stadium in Bloomington, Indiana, home of the Indiana Hoosiers. The Buckeyes will kick it off to get us underway. The returner will field it and try to do some business. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. The Hoosiers offense will have the football first. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone, and you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming to this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last.
And down goes the quarterback. There are penalty flags down, but it looks as if this might be on the offense. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. He is not going to get there. Stopped short of the line to gain, and it'll be 4th down. The Hoosiers will punt this one away. 3 and out. They got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. So Ohio State's offense will get the ball for the first time. And what a performance this guy turned in last week. Spectacular in every aspect of the game, Jesse.
Well, I know one thing for sure. The quarterback is going to be looking his way early in this one. And when you have a game like he did last time, your quarterback, you all of a sudden move up in priority in the pecking order for the guy throwing the football.
He's going for it all. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Here comes the heat. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. Be interesting to see if this quarterback goes his way again.
Well, these wide receivers work the middle of the field. So much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage.
Turning it on! Got enough for the first. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. And the Buckeyes are on the move. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. What a great job they've done in Big Ten play up to this point, and you see them now feeling as if they can accomplish something big.
No doubt, Reese, and I think it's a great start to the season. Like, again, you have goals and you have midpoints to the season where you're at right now. This is where you wanted to be. You wanted to be in the mix in one of the best conferences in all of college football, and Jesse, they're doing that in the Big Ten.
Yeah, they've been able to handle the stage and handle the pressure. With every win, that makes the next game that much bigger, and they've shown up on big stages on national television. And they've been...
Touchdown, Ohio State! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Off-play action on first down. Got his man.
It's early in the game, and as offenses try to get their rhythm, these easy completions are very important because that's what helps you get your feet underneath you as an offense and as a unit. And hopefully, as this game goes on, they'll be able to rev up and get more aggressive taking shots.
That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32.
And the defense gives up the first down. And oh, here they go. They're going fast. No time to substitute. Got to communicate quickly and get back on the line of scrimmage.
Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33. And the Hoosiers want to crank the tempo.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Wants to fire on second down. They'll run the screen. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
I'll tell you, I just don't like throwing wide receiver screens against press man coverage. Receivers are not great blockers, and they just couldn't get it done there, and as a result, the offense actually loses a couple of yards.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. The Hoosiers will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he's stopped. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Might be calling a hot route. They'll start this drive going to the air. Finds his tight end. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
They'll give it to the back. Pass the sticks, and he may get more. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. As they unpack the pile, it's part of Ohio State's DNA to have a lethal running game.
And this is a trend, Reese. We can go back as long as you want to go back, and we can go back a couple years to J.K. Dobbins, and we can go all the way back to Eddie George. They always find great running backs at Ohio State.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
They'll try the run. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
Well, I love the job by the offensive line, getting a good push there on second down, and you see guys bleeding into the second level of the defense getting a hat-on-hat to go get that first.
To the air on first down. And just left that pass short. Not enough juice on that one. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. This time it's complete. Open space at the 25. Grabs a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
Looking to pass inside the red zone. The offense somehow fell on it, and they'll retain possession.
And those are so frustrating when you're in defense and you swarm to the football, you stick the quarterback, and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again, and you don't get it.
Unleashes one deep. And he's in for the touchdown, but hang on just a second. There is a flag on the field. And oh, that one hurts to have the flag come out and take a touchdown off the board after that play. Offense working from the pistol. Motion from the wide receiver. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away. Makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
Oh, he wants it all. Grabs it inside the 10. They make the tackle just outside the end zone, but it'll be first and goal from the 1. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. The give. And this offense hoped to just run it in, and the defense was having none of it. No gain. Ball remains at the 2. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here, and we've reached the end of 1. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. They go right back to this guy on second and goal. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. Cutting it close now with third and goal upcoming. Slams ahead. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. So the offense will try to punch it in here on fourth and goal from the 1. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down. Indiana sends the offense onto the field.
Hey, if you're going to go for it on fourth down, if you decide to run the football, you've got to be sure up front that you're going to win in the trenches. They didn't get it done that time. They need to be more physical moving forward. They're going to try.
And the defense is going to get 2 for the safety.
Oh, and how about this defense? Understanding where they are in the field. They got a chance to put points on the board, and they do.
Find some fresh air.
The return brings it out to the 41, and the Ohio State offense will take over.
Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. A really disappointing end to that last drive, David. Getting stopped on fourth and goal, they'll try to regroup.
And I think I'm preaching to my squad right now. Listen, we drove the ball down the field. We didn't just punch it in. Let's put another drive together, Jesse, and this time, let's get some points.
You're right, because there were a lot of positives on that last drive. They did a lot of things really well. They just got to do a better job finishing.
Under fire. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. The Buckeyes come to the line on third and short, trying to keep the drive alive. They'll go to the air on third and short. Zings it complete to the right. They convert on third down as he gets it to the 46-yard line.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on third down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of here.
Breaks into the open. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now, having given up multiple first downs on this drive. Somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop the bleeding.
Here's the pressure. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play-action attack.
Finds his big tight end. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Hold on.
A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. And now on second down for this offense. Wants to go up top. Dumps it to the back. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach. Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers. On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Hit as he throws. Another incompletion on third down. The Buckeyes will line up to punt it away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. And the coverage team down there to touch the ball. No return on this play.
Really nice job there by the punter on that one, getting a lot of hang time and allowing the gunners to get down the field so they could play it off the bounce, down it. Nice coffin corner kick.
The give from the gun. Gives them a little more breathing room, a 3-yard gain out to the 7. And the Hoosiers come to the line in the hurry up. Give to the single back. Makes it past the marker. And that first defender was just waving at him after that sweet move. He picked up the first down.
Well, you got to be able to turn the page quickly on defense. Just gave up a first down on the ground, but here comes tempo. You've got to get lined up.
Oh, he's got some space. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. The Hoosiers can really attack on this 2nd and short. To the ground with the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. So what do they have for 3rd and short from their own 23? Trying to pick it up on the ground. Shakes off the defender. And he converts on 3rd down as he gets it out to the 26.
Well, this offense is sending a little bit of a message here. Of course, we know how much they've struggled on 3rd down all season long. They're just never able to seem to get into a rhythm. But after that last running play moving the sticks, you just wonder what that does for their confidence.
Got the first down and more. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. The give to the back. Can't get him to the ground. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down.
22 water. 22 water.
Going to the running game. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. Got to get to the line quickly for this 3rd down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking for the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score. And the Hoosiers will send out the punt unit. Here's the punt, and that is a major league pop-up. That thing's going to bring rain. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. It's complete to the right. Brought down at the 47, but not before he ripped off 15.
The defense needs to have a plan for this guy. They weren't ready for that one. Drag route running all the way across the field, and the DB just can't stay with him because of his speed, and as a result, they give up a big one.
Throws to the wideout. Working that left side. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down. It's great to spread the ball around and fool him, but if you've got a dude, feed him, and they are.
No doubt, Reese. That guy is a problem. I mean, you got a receiver that's so talented out wide, hard to cover. Go to him once, go to him twice. Shoot, let's go to him a 3rd time.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. He wants to throw it again. Here's a heat. And he fires over the middle. It's incomplete. It'll be 3rd and long. He wants to throw it. Looking to the big tight end. can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down.
Third and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, fourth down.
Fires to the right. And it's batted away, and the fourth down play doesn't convert. They'll give up the football. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. Running out of time here in the first half, and they do have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best players and get them the football on this drive. You're down in the game. There's obviously a lot of football left, David, but on this drive, in this 2-minute situation, best players got to touch the ball.
And this could get into pressing mode, right? Like you go into the half down a couple of scores, it starts to, the pressure really mounts. Good opportunity to take some of that pressure off, get some momentum, energize this squad going into halftime.
We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Now facing a third and long. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Sets up the screen. There he goes. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33. The Hoosiers have it with a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create 2nd and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. And the Hoosiers are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll throw on 3rd and short. He'll take a shot. And he got a hand on it to knock it down in the end zone.
On that 3rd down, they took a shot in the end zone, just couldn't connect. QB and receiver not on the same page, and now it's decision time if you're the head coach on 4th.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Can't make the connection, and the defense gets a 4th down stop.
Well, great defense on that one. They were ready for pass, and they forced the incompletion. They're coming off the field. That's a big win for this defense.
Pressure coming. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
Things just not going as easy for this guy as they did his last game out. Last time he completed over 70% of his throws. This week, though, defense taking some throws away.
Going to throw it over the top of the D. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
Well, I love the job by the coaching staff there defensively, matching the personnel of the offense, putting their dime package out on the field. So you bring out the extra defensive back, you're anticipating a pass, perfect timing to run that personnel, and you get the pick.
That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The Hoosiers will kick it off to start the second half. He'll bring it back from inside the 15. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They had this lead to start the 3rd quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
You just got to wonder how frustrated this guy is, especially after the success he had their last game out, but just nothing going in this one. He has not been able to get himself into a rhythm. There's been way too much penetration up front defensively. They've been able...
No, it's picked off. Not the second half tornado before. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
Hey, listen, it's not just the offense that makes adjustments at halftime. The defense does too, and that time maybe showing a little bit of a different look than what they did in the first half. Looked like they confused the quarterback, and they're able to come away with a pick.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case in there. They try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
He leaves it with his back. He's going to lose a yard on that one. And the Hoosiers racing to the line in the hurry-up.
Second down coming up.
After run, now throw. And the defense, got him at the 27. The pocket broke down, and the quarterback had to take the sack.
Really impressed by this pass rush, Reese. Just guys winning their individual battles one-on-one up front. They're able to get to the quarterback.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. That'll pull them back to within 6. So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. They'll run this play from the pistol. Here's the handoff. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 27-yard line.
Well, not a great run there, but I think what the coaching staff is trying to do is they're trying to help out their quarterback. He's thrown interceptions on each of his last 2 drives, and the best way to try to settle him down is to get the running game established. But I think the defense is aware of that right now, loading the box. Everybody up front is ready for the run.
And you know the line they kick around at Ohio State, Woody Hayes, forward pass, 2 of the 3 things that can happen are bad. Woody had dudes like this, he'd be spinning that magic bean all over this place.
You ain't lying. My, how times have changed. Now it is pass, pass, pass. Find explosive playmakers like this on the outside. Get them the football.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll run play action. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
It doesn't matter who it is, receivers, in this case, a tight end. You get open, you sometimes start to look at that green space in front of you, and you just take your eye off the football, lose your concentration a little bit, and miss that opportunity for possibly a big play.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. It's complete on the right side. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. 4th down and 4 yards to go. The offense will try to get it. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Oh, they're after him. Gets drilled as he releases it, and the ball just trickles to the ground. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. First play of the drive, wants to throw. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the 1st down.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the...
Turning it on! And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Hoosiers! Saw a crease, nothing but green grass and opportunity, and he flashed through it for 6.
And when you can get 30-plus yards out of your running back and he can make big plays like this, man, it's hard to call a lot of passes. I'm just going to feed this guy the rock.
From inside the 10, here he comes. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because...
And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
As a quarterback, it's no fun playing against 3-4 defenses when they can get pass rushes from the interior of their defensive line. How can you complete throws against this defense if you can't step up into the pocket?
Makes the grab on the left. Several defenders there to get him on the ground.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. What that means is keeping 3rd downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play call.
Caught close to the marker, it's Shabera. Out across the 30 and out of bounds at the 33, and that's what you're looking for when you're backed up in your own territory. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the middle. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38. And the Buckeyes are flying down the field.
Timeout, Indiana.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the 1st down. They'll move the wide receiver. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. These guys have staggered around a little bit in this one. It would be a really good time to get things going if they want to hold off the upset bid.
But they're the favorite for a reason, Reese, and they've got the playmakers on the field. They're only one play away from completely changing the momentum in this game. So the underdog, David, they've got to keep playing at a high level.
And they're the underdogs for a reason. So that they've got to have some things go their way. They got to catch some breaks. And all they want to do, continue to fight, continue to hang around as long as possible and stay within a play or stay within some kind of big game-changing momentum play.
3rd down play from the gun. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Big man has it. It's a 1st down and more. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
And you want consistency from your quarterback, man. You don't want the up and down. You don't want the roller coaster. And last week, man, you had the highs of highs. And now this week, just off. He's all over the place. He's not completing the ball at a high percentage. And you just want to find some middle ground and some consistency so this offense can find out exactly who they are and build it consistent.
And they make the stop, and this offense has it inside the 5, and they are threatening. On 3rd and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And that one will put them up here in the 2nd half. I tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like the play calling by the offensive coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice mixture of running and throwing and getting different players involved. Really nice job, very poised in that play calling that showed up with the touchdown.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. He'll pull it on the read. Got the 1st down. Looking for more. Off and running. Touchdown! once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And you see the option being such a pain in the behind of the best programs in college football. And you got quarterbacks that have those multiple options. They're making you play very disciplined, and the QB takes it himself, gets in for the score.
Here comes the kickoff as we are all tied up in the fourth quarter. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Going right to work up top. Fakes to grab. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
The Buckeyes want to move quickly.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
The pull and throw off the RPO. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. Quarterback making adjustments. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Takes a hit as he fires. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. They need to get a little closer for a field goal try, and they've got to do it in a hurry. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Makes the grab at the 10. Touchdown, Ohio State. And they've moved out front here in the fourth.
And it's not an accident. They're featuring this guy. His second receiving touchdown of the game. That's your job as a coach. Find my playmakers, get them the ball so they can do damage and have games like this right here.
Ohio State 24, Indiana 17.
Here's the return from inside his 10. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. Looking to throw on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
And this is going to fall on the quarterback's shoulders here in the fourth quarter. You're trailing. It's a close game. You are going to have to complete some balls. You're going to have to make some big-time throws in small windows under duress if you're going to bring your team back and will them to victory. Incomplete there, obviously, but expect them to continue to throw it. This quarterback better dial in.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. The Hoosiers send out the punt unit. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys going in the game.
No doubt. Find those plays you know you can run them in your sleep. You make sure you execute. Build this lead a little bit bigger. Put this thing away in the fourth quarter.
Looking downfield on first down. Quick strike complete. And they pick up just a few on that completion. The Buckeyes are in the hurry up. To the air on second down. Working the middle, it's complete. Knocked down at the 25-yard line, picked up 10 there, and gets a first down.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
At the 10-yard line. First and goal, Ohio State.
Let's send the tight end in motion. They'll run it on first and goal. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. With that, the lead nice and comfortable, and they're cruising toward a 4-0 start. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the fourth. The offense flexes its muscle a bit and widens the gap.
Take a little exhale. You know, you did your job. You got points. Now you put your defense in a position where, hey, go out and get another stop. We're in great shape, so the offense definitely taking care of their business.
Indiana sends the offense onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Back to pass. Plucks it out of the air. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. In the gun and looking to throw on 3rd down. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the fourth quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception.
Breaks into the open. Got the first down and more. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
Quarterback strolling away from heat. He is sacked way behind the line of scrimmage. Just a catastrophic play there.
Those tackles and those 3-4 defense are usually space eaters that just make sure guys don't get to linebackers. This guy said, no, sir. I'm a nose tackle with some pass rush ability. Gets to the quarterback. How about the sack from the...
This will be picked off. Maybe just the turning point they needed. Looking for more room. Touchdown, Hoosiers! How about that D making the play and lighting up the board and swinging some momentum in their favor?
Oh, they could not have come up with a bigger play at a more opportune time. The defense getting the interception and taking it back to the house right at a point in the game when it looked like the offense was maybe going to pad their lead and seal this one. All of a sudden, this game has gotten really interesting.
Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
They've moved it to the 19, 1st and 10. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. A strike downfield. He's got enough for the 1st down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one.
You know, you're seeing in college football now with spread offense and tempo and air raid, we're seeing more and more 400-yard days, but I can't remember the last time I've seen one look as impressive as this guy has played today, David.
Touchdown, Ohio State! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Buys just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. First play of this drive comes from the 27. To the air on first down. Fires left. He makes the catch. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Pulls it in. It's Hayes. Brought down at the 28. A chunk play. 15 yards on that one and a first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Out of the backfield, he's open. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. Into the end zone. And that one was way too far for anybody to catch, except ticket holders.
One of the biggest reasons today why this offense is losing in the game is they haven't been able to get it going throwing the football. This guy still has not thrown a touchdown pass. They thought coming into this game they were going to have tons of success throwing it, but you got to give the defense credit. They watched the film. They've been mixing up their looks defensively, trying to confuse this quarterback, and again, on that last deep shot, it falls incomplete.
Wants to throw on first down. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's second down.
Got to give this defense a lot of credit because even down to the last seconds of this football game, we're seeing outstanding effort. QB taking a shot down the middle of the field. There's a defender swatting it away. They have had this quarterback's number all game.
And it's caught for the late touchdown. So how about this? Maybe we are set up for a finish.
All right, big touchdown makes it a 9-point game. You've got to kick the extra point right now, and then you've got to find a way somehow, some way to get the football back. You're going to have to score again and go for 2. A lot has to go right, but at least you get that touchdown to give yourself an opportunity.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
This offense has it with really good field position. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Going to swing it on second down. And his throw is incomplete. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. It's one thing to execute early in the game. Tight ball game, right at the end. You need the clutch plays. These guys